scenario number 8 from the 2015 scenario packet. There is a 12-inch zone in the center that can be controlled for 1 control point or dominated for 2 control points if you destroy the enemy objective, which is also worth 1 control point. And there are also 2 flags on the edges about 12 inches out that can be dominated for 1 control point each. Hey everybody, welcome to another War Machine Tuesday. I'm Lightem'up, and I got another battle report here between my Forces of Skorne versus my buddy Circle. We're going to be going up with Hexeris 2 versus his Kaya 1. Anyone who saw my a couple battle reports before, you saw my Hexeris 2 list, and I think I've played my opponent's Kaya 1 list with my Morgul list. So kind of a renewal, different matchup, see how Hexy does in the Circle. Still trying to get down who I want into what with my pairings, and it's going pretty good, but we'll see how this one goes. Alright, so off to the battle report. On the roll to go first and chose to go first, and my opponent deployed his guys pretty centrally, and I deployed mine pretty centrally with the incendiary on the bottom, croaks out in front with the sentinel. And here we go. He put prey on my croak raiders so that his blood trackers can just utterly destroy them, and that's going to be a problem for me. But first off, everything is going to be running up. The croaks are going to be going and getting spread out, keeping one behind the effigy of valor, and then my taskmaster is going to give them tough and fearless. You see the Kreia there running up. The incendiari are going to run up and be ready there to add some support in for the oil. I accidentally had Hexeris 1's model on the table, but I'm playing Hexeris 2. It's not that big of a deal, but the Gladiator ran up, the Ancestral Guardian ran up, and the Sentinel runs. The Sentinel moves up and take a shot trying to deviate into the blood trackers and missed. For this list, I have that Ancestral Guardian in here. I've taken it out. He was in my ADR, and I've decided to remove him from my ADR. He was in there strictly as a defensive strike guy, and it's not really worth it, so I decided to do away with that. Other than that, everything else ran up, Gobbers smoked up, and going on to my opponent's turn. His Griffin at the bottom there runs. The blood trackers there are going to go ahead and just walk up and start swinging on my croaks. And we will start with the bad run of tough checks. So there's 2 croaks dead. His dice then failed him. 3rd croak dies. 4th croak. 5th croak lived thanks to tough. So 1 out of 5, not bad. And then his guy's going to reform and spread out so that my AoEs don't kill all of them. At the top, he's got his stalkers are going to go up and warp for prowl and go stealth in the forest. The Argus will run up. Kaya is going to occultate the skinwalkers, and then the Gatorman Witchdock is going to end up zombifying the blood trackers once he goes. There's the stones shifting over. Alright, on to my turn. I'm considering doing a black spot on the and then the double ashes to ashes and trying to kill all the blood tracker unit with that. I eventually end up deciding against that, and looking at it now, it probably would have been a good idea, but hey, things happen. So the raiders are going to go up and attempt to oil the Griffin, and will be inside of stealth range, and the deviation, he misses but deviates on, and then the other guy will miss with his spear shot into the Griffin. So no lighting him on fire yet, but he is oiled. And then the rest of the guys are going to go ahead and take some shots at my at the blood trackers, not doing an awful lot of damage. get tough and fearless. Agonizer walked up. Hexy's gonna go up and cast Black Spot on the Blood Trackers and then camp 1. Oh, he also cast the Kreia Animus. Sorry. So there was the bug shot. He missed and scattered off of the doggy. And then my Keltari are going to go in. They're charging into the Blood Trackers, trying to make good use of that Black Spot. I figure with some CMAs, I should be able to kill a few. Unfortunately, through toughs and bad rolls, I end up killing 1, I believe. Yes, so I end up killing 1 and toughing 2 others, which is unfortunate. My Annihilator, or my Incendiary Eyes, are going to activate and start lighting some stuff on fire. So you got 2 fire tokens out there, one on Nuala and one on a Skinwalker. Another one on a Blood Tracker, and then on my own Keltari. Light 2 more of the Skinwalkers on fire, and then end up lighting the Griffin on fire. So a lot of fire tokens going out, which is good. That's what I want. Agonizer is just going to run and cry for agony for less damage on his beasts. Gladiator is just going to walk up and rile. Guardian will just toe the zone, and then support all kind of moves into its spots. So fire goes and goes out on 1 guy, 2 guys, kills Nuala, and then does a few points of damage to the Griffin and a few points of damage to the other Skinwalker. So not bad. His Blood Trackers are going here, and I believe it's the Blood Trackers. Let me see. No, the Argus put his Animus up on the Warp Wolf. And then now the Warp Wolf is going. And he has circular vision. He's going to warp for Berserk, and he's when he activates. Here we go. All right, so he is warping for Berserk, and he's going to start swinging on my Keltari. He misses 3 attacks and then manages to hit, and after that starts berserking and does not miss a Berserk attack. You see he's just wiping out my Keltari, and the Ancestral Guardian fills up on souls, but my Soul Ward is way too far out of distance to fill up on souls, so that was bad on me. And then he's just going to wail and wail and wail on my Kreia, and manage to take out the Kreia. So on to the Blood Trackers, I believe. Yes, onto the Blood Trackers. They're going to walk in and start trying to kill off some more of my Croaks and some of my Keltari. There goes 1 Croak. He'll quick work into another, killing him. Then my Keltari there is going to actually get missed, I believe. And then another one will die. Fortunately, they're all engaged still, so no quick work from them. And here at the bottom, the Gatorman Witch Dock is going to go up and zombify the Skinwalkers, who are then going to get charge orders and charge into my guys. First off on the Keltari, he's just going to go ahead and eat him. And then on my Croak, kill 1, and the backswing will end up toughing the other one, I believe. Or missing. I think he missed. The one that charged into my Incendiary did 4 points of damage to him, so did not kill him. And then my Griffin, or his Griffin's going to go up and screech. But I will tough and corrode Griffin. Oh, he didn't screech, I'm sorry. He hit him with claws. No screech. And then the other Stalker is just going to walk up and kill my Keltari there, just for funsies, I guess. I don't really know why he wanted to do that, but he did. And ended up missing. And that's the end of his turn. So I got a lot of stuff I need to get done. I want to try to clear out as much of his infantry as possible. I think my gladiator can get to his stalker and scrap the stalker, so that'll be good. First off, the bug is going to shoot and kill the skinwalker, kill off a blood tracker, and then that's it. And then the croak raiders are going to activate, and they're going to get out of the way, oil and dart some guys. No significant damage. And the incendiari are going to activate. I oiled the stalker is what I oiled. And then the other incendiari there aims to shoot the griffin. One guy takes a shot on the alpha and manages to kill him. The other guy takes a shot on the stalker and misses. That was the will breaker going up. And we got Hexeris is going to go, and considering how I'm going to want this to do, sorry, that's the will breaker moving up and giving puppet strings to Hexy. Hexy's going to activate and do an ashes to ashes and kill the blood trackers that are engaging my Keltari. Do a couple points of damage to his objective and to the dog. And then he's just going to buy a bunch of attacks on the warp wolf and manage to leave him alive. So at that point, the gladiator missed himself, because I wasn't sure if he needed the distance or not, charged in and managed to miss 2 boosted 8s. What I say about boosted 8s, guys, right? So, alright. After that, the Keltar are going to go and charge in and do a 3-man CMA and miss the dog. And then my guardian is just going to spend a soul to run and run up to be in the way. And then the blood trackers, the pain givers will walk up and just get in the way and get annoying and try to take attacks on people. And actually managed to kill one guy, which was amazing. And then we go on to his turn. Looks like we forgot to do the fire check on the griffin, but it's okay. The stalker will just move over to Hexeris. He's going to hit the gladiator and then hit Hexy. He's going to do 8 points of damage to the gladiator and 9 points of damage to Hexy, who's got her transferred. Stonekeeper will walk up here in a second. He's just checking. There he goes. Stonekeeper walks up and rock hammers my guardian. Ends up doing a few points of damage to him, but unfortunately he didn't know the guardians had 10 hit points, so couldn't actually kill him. At this point, that was the Gatorman Witchdog trying to do sack strike and realizing that it's friendly faction and he doesn't have any friendly faction guys to sack strike. So Kaya instead will charge up and start killing some of my guys. My Ancestral Guardian did get to do a defensive strike and hit her for like 8 points of damage, which is good. But she is going to scrap the Guardian and then kill off one of my Keltari, pop her feet to go back up to full fury, and then the other stalker is going to go ahead and charge, I believe. Hold on a second, we'll see what's going on here. Yeah, here we go. Other stalker charges Hexeris. And after rolling it all out, ends up not doing enough, does not kill Hexy, and Hexy just transferred some of the damage around, leaving him with about 2 focus. So So what's left, the skinwalkers will walk up and start trying to do some more damage, killing off a bunch of my guys. See, there goes one of the damaged incendiary dies. Undamaged one gets some hurt on him. Croak Raider makes it tough. Or sorry, he didn't make it tough, he just got missed. And then the blood trackers are going to go in, kill off a croak. Managed to do just enough to kill off my taskmaster until we realized that he's actually engaged, so he would have missed. And then kills off my pain giver. The Argus went and killed both of the Keltari around them, and then back on to my turn. Okay, so first up, the Wildbourne is going to activate and give Puppet Master to my bug. The croaks are going to go and attempt to oil, and trying to oil the Argus so that I could hit Kaya and miss the oil, so no boosted damage roll or fire for Kaya. The bug will go and will shoot Kaya and end up doing 13 points of damage, which she obviously transfers. And it's just enough to kill the Argus exactly. I don't remember, but I think I had some damage on him earlier. Pain Givers will activate and actually get charge orders. And managed to do a couple points of damage to a few guys, which is nice. The one Incendiary tried to walk out of combat and died to a free strike. The other one will walk over and shoot Kaya, but end up deviating off of her. So at this point, the Gladiator will go and he will miss all of his attacks, 3 boosted 8s and 1 unboosted 8. So just so everyone keeping track, that's 5 boosted 8s that one Gladiator missed. And he went up to full fury to do it, which was bad for me because that means I can't transfer to him. So I'm trying to figure out if Hexy can live, if there's anything Hexy can do. That one Stalker is significantly damaged thanks to Hexeris himself, so he'll take a swing at him and try to kill him, but doesn't manage to do it. And then I'll camp 6, even though I really can't transfer that much out. At that point, Stalker 2 tries to frenzy but does not, and he's stuck with 4 fury, which is good for me. Stalker 1 regenerates and hits Hexy for 9 damage once he gets into there. Stalker 1 being the painted guy. Ends up hitting Hexeris for 9 points of damage. And then 10 points of damage. And then it ends up leaving me with 1 hit point after I end up transferring. Killing off the bug. Getting some feedback. At that point, Kaya just walks on up to me, boosts a hit. Flubs her damage roll. Heads straight flubs her damage roll, and then the Stalker will go up and he will end up killing me. So, final thoughts. I love this list, it's great. Every time I lose with it, it's because I walk Hexeris up way too far. So, the big thing I need to learn is to keep Hexy back, only move him up when absolutely necessary, stop trying to get him into melee so quickly, and I think if I do that, I'll have a much better chances of winning. So other than that, it's a circle victory. Congratulations to my opponent. If you guys like the videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. I love doing them. I'm trying to stay on this track of once a week, and throwing in those tournament ports as I get them up. So, all right, guys, thanks. Have a good night, or have a good week, and I'll see you next week.